Picture this. You and a few friends are at a gas station in the dead of night, just hanging out and seeing where the night leads you. Everything seems normal as you chat away, but then something happens that changes everything. This is what allegedly occurred to a group of guys at an unnamed gas station. The video starts off innocently enough, but soon takes a dark and sinister turn.
Digo, ya estábamos ahí cotorreando chingón. Ya que llega que me dicen, no,
Oye, güey,
dice, ¿qué onda?
quiero tomar una foto, volteen.
No, por favor, usted paparazzi, no lo queremos ahorita. Mira ese camión. No,
¿Qué tiene el puto camión?
Tiene sus lucecitas, pero no se ven. ¿Sí se ven?
No, güey.
¿No se ven?
No mames, no se alcanza a ver.
Allá, güey, allá.
Ya lo vi, güey, ya.
A la verga, ¿qué verga es eso tú?
No mames, no sé, güey.
No mames. No mames.
Ay, hijo de
la
tu puta
verga.
madre. Aguanta, güey, aguanta. Aguanta. No nos ve, güey.
Aguanta, ¿qué verga es eso tú?
¿Quién sabe, güey? Vente, vamos a meternos, güey. Al chile, porque no.
A la verga, no mames. A la verga,
Hijo de... Hijo de su...
¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué verga es eso, güey?
¿Quién sabe, güey?
Suddenly, the two men start freaking out, pointing at something in the distance. The camera pans over, revealing a tall, lanky, pale figure slowly advancing toward them. It moves around the building, causing confusion and fear. As it gets closer, the men decide to run for their lives. A smart move given the situation. The video's description hints that the entity could be the ghost of a watchman who was attacked and killed at the gas station. This video is a stark reminder of how unsettling it would be to encounter such a creature out of the blue. While the next video is quite blurry, it's still incredibly frightening and is sure to give you nightmares for the next week. It was filmed somewhere on the streets of Bogotá, Colombia, in the dead of night.
Nació en Santa María Virgen, padeció bajo el poder de Poncio Pilato, fue crucificado, muerto y sepultado, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día quitando la chaqueta y resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso. Quítame la chaqueta, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso. De allá venía a juzgar a los vivos y a los muertos.
The footage depicts people wandering the streets late at night, accompanied by terrifying and loud noises from nearby. Suddenly, an entity dressed in all black emerges, walking slowly towards the man recording and his companion. The entity continues to approach, making strange noises for several more seconds before the footage abruptly cuts off, leaving viewers to speculate on what happened next. The uploader believes the entity could be a bruja, a term for witch in Spanish. In Hispanic and Latin American cultures, brujas are often associated with witchcraft, folk magic, healing practices, divination, and sometimes the use of supernatural or occult powers, which can be used for both beneficial and harmful purposes. Do you think this eerie video shows an actual bruja in the streets of Bogotá? Or is there another explanation? Share your theories in the comments below. Paranormal investigator Steve Cutter teamed up with Broken Wings Paranormal to explore the Ritz Theater in Tuwa, Utah. This historic movie house is rumored to be a hub of supernatural activity. Steve and his team are hopeful that their investigation has uncovered compelling evidence of paranormal occurrences within the theater's premises.
Just as we begin our portal session, you can clearly see we are all in the room. LaDawn is sitting in the back of the theater. Watch the doorway on the right side in the back of the theater. You will see an apparition walk towards the bathrooms. And then just a few seconds later you see the same apparition walk back. This cannot be a person because, as you can see in this still, a person has full features even in the back of the theater. Amazingly enough, this was captured on both of the DVR cameras.
Oh, may I? They don't need you.
While investigating, the team recorded footage of an unidentified figure pacing in the rear hallway of the theater. This sighting wasn't the only eerie encounter. Erica, one of the investigators, had a particularly unsettling experience in the theater's projection room.
You need to answer us.
I've told the best boy.
Who is the best?
Oh my fucking god, something just stroked my goddamn hair.
Are you sure you didn't hit that extension cord?
No.
While exploring, Erica experienced her hair being disturbed by an unseen force, hinting at the presence of an intangible entity in the theater. The team later regrouped in the auditorium to communicate with any potential spirits, and during this session, a static camera captured another unexplained event.
You want to tell me your name? Suzanne. I feel things starting to come into the theater, almost like a show is about to start and there's stuff like starting to shuffle into the theater. It might be residual, but it feels like there's stuff starting to come down the aisles and fill into the seats. Especially on this side right here on the right.
Over here? Maybe they're here to watch Brad.
As they investigated, another mysterious event occurred. An unidentified figure appeared, walking casually through the aisles toward the team before disappearing without a trace. These eerie occurrences make one question if the Ritz Theater is truly haunted. Share your thoughts on these compelling encounters. And for those eager to explore further, the full footage is available on Broken Wings Paranormal's YouTube channel. In the video, captured by Scene Coliff, the camera in his bedroom begins to move around seemingly on its own, as if it's sensing movement from somewhere. Scene explains that he has been living in the house for 23 years and has experienced unexplainable phenomena since moving in at the age of 14. Initially dismissing these experiences as figments of his imagination, Scene started to believe that they might be real after encountering more of these strange occurrences over time. This particular incident, where the camera moves on its own, is described as the freakiest of all. It occurred late at night while Scene was away from home. The video leaves viewers questioning the nature of the movement and whether it could be attributed to something paranormal, or if there's a rational explanation behind it. In the video, as the camera points straight ahead, a dark figure can be seen peeking at the camera before slowly revealing more of itself. However, right before it fully reveals itself, the camera moves away. When the camera points back, the figure is no longer visible, suggesting it had disappeared or moved out of sight. The way the figure appeared to be intrigued by the camera, but then disappeared when it moved on its own is eerie. Scene, like many, is both fascinated and terrified by this mysterious figure. He sees the footage as proof that something unusual is happening in his house. Viewers are left to judge whether this is evidence of something paranormal or if there's a different explanation for the shadowy figure captured on camera.